plums.
Yeah.
George.
You still filling your water with volcanicity?
And making it tasty for the ladies.
Fuck you, George, you prick.
Yes.
Horrible. I was in my mother's tight snatch. I was so happy, didn't want to come, though I have to say it was as dark as night when I was 4. I fought a woman in her butt. And this is a big butt. Shiny, happy ducks. The outing. I'm their king, and I want and sex, and clits, and dinner, and food-tang. And that includes you, David Alexander. Yes, you. Turn around, David. There aren't any other David Alexanders here, are there? Louise, it isn't absolutely necessary for your watch to play us Louis just now, is it? Right. As you know, it was our plan to go out today to the Plum Museum. Marcia, you cannot have Donna as your partner, because that makes you play, and then I can't get food-tang. I don't believe it, I really don't. When I got up this morning, I played Crazy Taxi.
It's fucking crazy. Can you just say, fucking crazy?
Nice. The Michael Rosen rap. No one's gonna put me in prison. You can't catch me. Michael Rosen, I fuck. Mum's been great reason and fuck. Listen to the ducks. I'm go. Dave said, can I have a drink? And I said, no drinking, you shit niggas. Dave said, I was only saying. And I said, shut your fucking face, you fool. Dave said, I want a drink, I want a drink. For fuck's sake, Dave, if I hear about your drink, your toenails, or the toenails in your drink, if I hear about any of it once more, I shall give you to the fiercest animal in Holland. Haribo's granddad. Dave said, oh no, Haribo's granddad, it's horrible. And then he started crying. And I said, I don't suppose you'll ask for one of those again, will you? Dave said, I don't suppose I will. The health inspector. There was a man who turned up round our way once, put up a tent in the park he did, put notices all round the street saying that he was going to inspect the Michael Rosen Plum Cafe. Oh no! The moment I dread when the health inspector is coming in. Later that day he came in, he had a moustache. Hello! There we all were, breathing very, very quietly. And that's when we get into really big trouble. First he looked at our plums, and there were hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them, and he ate the lot. And then our puffed wheat. Yes, puffed wheat. Really good. And he said, I want some pizza. Do you understand? So we go, okay, don't worry about it. And I said, oh, Mervyn, could you get me the pizza? And he said, but there's rats in the fridge. So everyone said, shh. Sorry, what did you say? Said the inspector cheerily. No answer from us inside. Mervyn is waiting for me to say something. I'm hoping he'll say something. We're looking at each other. And I said, look out the window. There's a skyfugel. And I said, very quietly, I'm very sorry, Mervyn, but nobody at all wants to know about the rats in the fridge, Mervyn. Now, get me the fucking pizza. Then, suddenly, it appeared. The front door opened. Haribo. All his clothes were torn, there was blood on his face, and he screamed, quick, get out of here. The health inspector is coming. We all said, yeah, we know that, you fool. Mervyn came in, he had the pizza with a little paper umbrella stuck in the top. It was huge. It was taller than me. And I had this really long spoon to eat it with, and now, everyone was looking at the inspector. Mervyn was trying very hard not to look proud. The inspector stuffs a great big chunk of pizza into his mouth. It was then he noticed the rat, mouth open, eyes staring, tail stiff, dead in the pizza. He looked like he had never seen anything quite so horrible. And then that really does it. His eyes pop out. He flaps his hands. He blows, he puffs, he yells, he bobs his head up and down. He spits a pizza all over his plate, and he turns to us and he goes, "There's a rat dead in my pizza." "Oh, no, it isn't," I said. "Look, it is," he said. "Oh, no, it isn't." I said, "Look, it really is," he said. "That's really dangerous, you know." That's when my brain starts doing things. Mad dog stuff. I think you know what I mean. I had hoped that it wouldn't be necessary for me to murder the inspector. But, and this is a big but, the Michael Rosen Plum Cafe is the nicest cafe in the world.
You must die!
There was an awful yelling and crying. There was the noise of chains rattling and someone shouting, "Get off me!" "No, that's my ear." And kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. The inspector, he just fell over and started crying. Hard luck. So he stringed the inspector up from the wall bars. And we made inspector pie. Fantastic. And he said, "Eating me is cruel. Eating me is murder." And then he started crying again. I make my blade of a knife cut into the flesh so the juice jumps into the pie, and I peeled off the flesh in soggy lumps that I scooped together and pushed into the pie. It was slippery and sticky and really great. Put a pie in the oven, press the silver button, the machine starts roaring, and hot air rushes out of a silver spout. Later that day, we sit down to eat. The inspector, pie, finger in, lick it. And actually, that wasn't very nice. It was horrible. I feel a bit sick, actually. Mervyn juked and jived around that room, smiling all over his big face. "I'll finish it," he said. "Oh, yeah, you bet he said that. "I'll finish it," he says. He just fell over and died. Ha! And everything was lovely once again. Wonderful. And then we went home. My dad says after the war was over, everyone came home to keel over and die. There weren't going to be any more people. There weren't going to be any more crack houses. There weren't going to be any more war. Look out the window. There's a window. My mum said to me and my brother, "Tidy your room." So we go, "No." Then she said, "Eat shit." It was then me and my brother ran her over with the cart. That's a shame. My mum died in the street, and everything was lovely once again. Wonderful. And then we went home. It was then I noticed the woman opposite. Lollipop lady was walking home with a lollipop stuck in her arse. Nice. There's my mum, she's doing my dad. And my dad wants great big tits in his mouth. It was dries off your hand. And sometimes my dad doesn't shave his hairy balls like a great big bag of plums. Really good. When I was 1, I was drinking spit. When I was 2, I ate a red shoehorn. When I was 3, I started rolling up little blunts. When I was 4, I ate my hamster. When I was 5, I made a steak. When I was 6, I was breathing in queef. When I was 7, I rubbed syrup on my sister's really big nipples. Nice. Fiddle diddle. Fiddle diddle. Fiddle, riddle, diddle, diddle, fiddle, riddle, diddle, diddle. For 3 hours I'm at it with my sister. Fiddle, riddle, diddle, diddle. And all the time my dad was watching me. Oh no! The moment I dread when Dad goes from being cheery to being fucking furious. My father is waiting for me to say something. I'm hoping he'll keel over and die. And they're going to come back and find me here. And I've got out of bed. And I've come in his bed. And I've come in my sister. And I've come in a paper bag. One sloppy, cheesy, soggy lump stuck to the bag. So there I was, licking at my sister's nipples. And then there's my dad and he's roaring. Would you believe it? Hot food. We sit down to eat, and Michael Rosen wants a hamburger in his butter. Smells nice. Finger in, lick it. Tastes nice. When I was at school, we used to blow an electronic rabbit